Hi, my name is Leah Day, and today I want to share with you a little bit about the No Sewing Until You Quilt It DVD. This is a DVD created by Ann Holmes, a friend of mine living in Asheville, North Carolina. She's developed a technique that allows you to put all of the pieces of your quilt together and then baste it and quilt it with no sewing and no piecing. This is a quilt called Sunflower that I created using this technique, and you can see it's created with many pieces, and several of them are very small and complex. Typically, if I had appliqued this quilt, it would have taken quite a long time to get together, but using Ann's technique, it was actually very fast. Ann's technique uses French fuse interfacing, and the special thing about French fuse is that it holds your fabric very securely, but it's also forgiving enough so that if you need to reposition something, you can easily pull off the surface of your quilt, reposition it, and fuse it back down. The special thing about French fuse also is that it's slightly see-through, so you can see your design through it. Next, I want to show you my favorite process of the No Sewing Until You Quilt It method. Let's go in the studio and check out a quilt I'm working on right now. So this is a landscape quilt created with the No Sewing Until You Quilt It method of piecing, and this quilt is completely put together. This is just the freezer paper on top of the pieces, and this is the part that I absolutely love. It's the taking off of the paper and revealing the fabric underneath. So I'm going to do this with you here on video so you can see the colors all kind of start to appear underneath the paper. So you just start pulling the paper off, and it starts to reveal all of these different colors of fabric. You can start to see how the design was created. It's really fun. This is really my favorite part of the technique, because all of a sudden you see where your fabrics really were able to shine. And this is all Batik gradient fabric. Batik is a special line of fabric of batiks that produces these beautiful washes and sprays that have gradients. They go from a lighter color to a darker color, and I absolutely love them for doing landscapes. So I'm going to start pulling off the land part of my landscape. And I sped the video up here so that way you can see how the fabrics are revealing. It can take a little time consuming because you want to be careful as you're removing the freezer paper from the surface of the quilt, but this is the process I really love because it allows you to start seeing all the different fabrics being revealed underneath the quilt, and it's almost like kind of seeing the quilt for the first time. So there you have it. This little landscape started this morning, it finished this afternoon, and now it's ready to be basted and quilted. So far, I haven't taken a single stitch. This is a wonderful technique for anyone who wants to put together gorgeous quilts that use lots of curved seam pieces or irregular shapes like these flowers, but you don't want to spend a million years putting your quilt tops together. This quilt, the Sunflower quilt, is available as a free digital download if you purchase No Sewing Until You Quilt It DVD from daystyledesigns.com. So I encourage you to check it out, download your free pattern, and try out the No Sewing Until You Quilt It method today.